Check, 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 check. Is it or not yet? Hmm. I'm not sure. Are you able to hear it? Check, 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 check. It's not looking. Oh, yes. Check, check. There it is, right? Check. Check, check. Okay. I'll turn this. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Is there a target I should watch out for? Check, check. So maybe just like right in there is okay? Okay. Okay. All right. I'm going to mute it again, but I'll. Good evening, everyone. Getting into things. There we go. That audio sounds a little bit better to me. Up on the scoreboard, it says we have 3.5 minutes, although I think it says we can see that on the screen now. Just talking to get things going into it. So 3.5 minutes to go. You see the guys there at midfield. Got the American flag out there with them. Nice. Got the Wamego flag. This is exciting. It's been a minute since I've been up here. Got some new helmets. I'll talk about this. We'll just wait. 3 minutes until the action. I just wanted to say something before. You may or may not have heard that there. The kick will start out receiving for Wamego. They got the referee, the microphone now. That's pretty nice. A lot of new things going into this year. All right, let's do it. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the WTC broadcast. Being listening here on YouTube or the Mixler app as we go live for the first game of the season for the Wamego football team. The Red Raiders here in the black uniforms with their new white helmets, the American design with the W on the side. Gotta love that. Gotta love the new style. The Raiders will be receiving to start out the game. We've got just a little bit under a minute to go as the sun is setting away here. 6:59, so we'll get ready to kick off pretty accurately, it looks like. It's about 82 degrees out here, just so you know what it feels like. I'm wearing jeans. I probably should have saved that when it gets colder. It's nice right now to enjoy the football while it's still good weather. Once it starts getting cold, then it gets pretty rough. It gets cold, but I'm up here in jeans. I'm sweating. I can't even imagine playing football anymore. I don't know how these guys do it. I guess just because they're young. But it's exciting. Here we go, 10 seconds. You can see the return team out there now. It looks like to return for Wamego, wearing the 1, it's either Kyle Vance or Dawson Tackman there on the left in the 1. And to his right, number 9, Garrett Burgess. So a couple of older players back there, the senior and the junior, ready to return from Concordia, kicking off there at the 40-yard line in the white uniforms. Those look like new Concordia uniforms as well. Let's go ahead and get things going. Here's the whistle from the referee, the kick from the 40-yard line. It's going to field just behind the 15. Trying to go sideways, and they're going to be met short of the 20-yard line. Not the best return to start things out, but that's all right. You get the offense out there, get them the first touch of the ball, get some energy going as you see the offense coming out. Quarterback Hayden Oviatt, only a junior this year, but something a lot of people have been talking about. He put up a lot of numbers last year. I think I read they had over 1,000 yards passing and rushing last season. So I'm excited to see how this comes out. We've got 2 receivers on either side. Ball's placed on the right hash. It's Oviatt with the back behind him. Ball's at the 17. Ovied will take it. Looks to go left. Sees a good gap inside. He's going to get up to the 20-yard line, it looks like. And maybe Concordia says he lost the ball. The referee has the ball at the 20-yard line. Concordia is acting like the ball came out, and the referee says that it did. So there's the first play, and it's a turnover, and gives the Panthers the ball at the 20-yard line, inside the 20-yard line. Not the way you want to start out the game for Wamego. You're going to try to bring out the defense now and try to make a statement and try to get that momentum back and try to tell them, you know, you're not going to let them come in here and get this opportunity right away for nothing. So here's your opportunity on defense now. You make the mistake on offense. You bring your defensive guys out, and you try to make a statement here. Here's the Panthers with their first look of the night. It's a run. Handoff to the right side. Very well defended and brought down behind the 20-yard line. First contact looked like number 24, Colton Beckman, the senior linebacker. It'll be a loss of yards there as they move to the 21. Beckman able to get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss, and that's exactly what you want to do, trying to make a statement like I was saying. So now it's 2nd and 12 for Concordia as they get over here to the right side. They've got a unique formation here with that tight end lined up that way. They fake the run to the right to the tight end, and that is a touchdown for Concordia. What a way to start out the game for the Panthers. You saw the reverse there. It was that tight end up on the right side. It's their number 14, Mr. Aiden Poor, senior wide receiver / a DB. We may see him back on the field on defense potentially. But what a way to start the game for Concordia. Pins Wamego deep on the kickoff, gets the fumble. In 2 plays, they go up 6-0 with 10:58 in the first. And the kick is low, but goes through, so the Panthers will get the full 7-0 lead against Wamego to start out this game in the first minutes. Well, not the way you want to start things out, that's for sure. That's what we've been saying. But, you know, that's just a couple of plays. Like I said, it's just the first couple of minutes here. For Wamego, you still have the entirety of the game. Now's the time where you maybe come to try to slip something by them, you know. Concordia takes this 7-0 lead. They start feeling good about themselves. They might slack in areas where they start feeling confident and trying to overlook Wamego. This is their opportunity to take advantage of that and to come out hard, to come out prepared this time and try to get them by surprise. That'll have to be the mission statement for Wamego here to answer back. Going to have to play from behind to start out this match. So Coach Moody over there on the sideline, see him talking to the coaches. I know he's got guys helping him out there. I know the players are ready to get back out there, do their part. Back to return again for Wamego. The senior and junior attackman and Burgess lined up at the 10. It's a short kick, pretty good kick actually, fielded at the 15. Burgess is going to run to the right with some speed behind him. And a good return from Garrett Burgess to get his team some momentum to come back out on the field on offense. That senior membership right there, that's the loyalty and the leadership that they need. Those are the guys you look to make plays like that, and it is Garrett Burgess who gets it up to the 32. So what is that? About a 15-some yard return, and it was a good-looking return as well. You had to cut across and go into some contact as well. You got to respect that. So second look for Wamego on offense. They're going to hand it off. It's an inside run. Good run as he gets to the outside. Now the lane past the 50-yard line. And finally knocked out of bounds across the field all the way down inside the 30. Running back Hunter Fillmore. And as you hear it say, 39-yard run for Hunter Fillmore, who comes right off of that possession, that return from Burgess to answer back against the Panthers. That's where you're catching them off. And now they're a little bit nervous here. You can try to get that momentum. Now you're running with some confidence. This is where it's dangerous. Oviatt gets some good blockers to the right side, has the lane, inside cut, gets across the 25. Good gain of, it looks like 6 maybe. It'll be second and manageable coming up. So 2nd and 4 is what's coming up here. Fillmore behind Oviatt. A receiver either side with, it looks like, a tight end left. Here's Hayden Oviatt looking to pass for the first time tonight, and it is broken up. Trying to hit that hitch route on the right side to Chase Cottom, the junior receiver. Trying to get that quick hitch route, just a couple steps, and then look back to the quarterback to try to get a quick play, try to pick up the first down. It was well defended by Concordia. Mr. Aiden Poor, I believe, number 14, who had the touchdown earlier. Playing the flats very well there. That's where you hit him on the double moves, though. Maybe something to look forward to or look into later on. Here's 3rd and 4. Oviatt sends motion to the left. Fillmore rolls out, fakes the screen. Oviatt has pressure coming in, scrambles forward. He's going to be close. It might be 4th and a yard here. He's brought down just in front of the 20-yard line. Not sure where they were looking on that play. He sent him in motion and then kind of had the screen to Fillmore. I think some guys got to him, get him past the line on defense. Scrambled away, forces up a 4th and 1 with the offense at the 20-yard line. Looking to get the first down with 8:45 in the first. Switch the look on him. Get some bodies to the left. Fillmore now to the left as well as Oviatt tries to go for the first down and stays on his feet, but is met with the 3 or 4 Panthers who are going to get the turnover on downs against Wamego, who started out with such a promising look on their second possession, only to be shut down here at the 20-yard line. And they'll spot this ball right at the 21. So now the Panthers with the 7-0 lead here early in the first quarter get the ball at their 21. Cav Carlgren, I believe, the quarterback for the Panthers, looking to pass. Their first pass play, incomplete to Joey Henderson. Had a little in route there. Maybe it could have been a slant as well, just right over the middle, off the hands. And it'll stay 2nd and 10. So nothing in the air yet from either side, only a couple of looks, but no passes yet. Here's Concordia with a couple of receivers on their left side. They're going to hand it off. The run to the right, and he's tripped up by the Raider defender, Andrew Couchman, sophomore defensive back. It'll be 3rd and 1 now. Couchman keeps him inside of the first down marker.
It's 3rd down.
Quarterback is under center. They're going to hand it off around the outside, and they may. It's not a short gain. It looks like it's enough for a first down. They had the quarterback under center and tried to throw Wamego off play just a little bit there. I think it might have worked. They go around the outside instead, and they're able to pick up the first down. So that'll keep the clock going. Panthers lead by 7. They'll come back out under center again, and they're going to run around to the right side. Able to get past a couple of Raiders, but then brought down hard past the 40. Gavin Marcourt, listed as a freshman, out there playing senior ball, breaking down the tackle. It is enough for a first down. Panthers will move to the 42 now. Good 10-yard run from Concordia. Still mostly just runs here. Could just be the nature of the game tonight, but maybe expect a pass soon. Here's a handoff inside. Maya came out. Stopped in front of the 45. It'll stay here with the Panthers. It is 2nd and long. Or excuse me, third. Yeah, there it is, 2nd and long. The chain gang was showing me 3 for a second. But it is 2nd and 9 is what's up on the board. Wamego really would love to get a defensive hold here to try to keep it just a one-possession game. Here's a fumble. Quarterback unable to get the snap, and he is going to be brought down way behind the line of scrimmage at the 40. So now it'll be 2nd and 11, or 3rd and 11 or 12. That'll be a sack for Woodward, getting the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage to force up the big 3rd and 12. Good opportunity for Wamego to get that stop here. They've got him on the other side of the 50. Likely would have to punt. And before we see the play, looked like it could have been some kind of pass. They had a couple receivers, and we're in shotgun. We'll get a timeout called from the visiting team. So 5:47 to go in the first quarter, just a 7-0 game, but a big 3rd down coming up for Concordia. It's so nice to come back out here and see people in the stands and see people able to get out here and have a good time around other people. I know everyone was missing it. It's good to be in this environment. So the Raider defense comes back out there with this big 3rd down coming up. Could expect a pass play from the Panthers, trying to get the conversion here to keep their drive alive. If Wamego can get the stop, hopefully can force a punt here and get the ball back on offense. Wamego showing 6 guys on the line like they're wanting to blitz, and they are going to bring some pressure. It's a run from the quarterback who has got the first down. What an unbelievable run. I have to give him credit on that. That is kind of ridiculous the way he just maneuvered his way through the Red Raider defense right there. What a huge play for Concordia. And kind of a crusher there for the defense. They went for the run, and it works for Concordia. Got to give it to them. They'll take it 1st and 10 at the 45 now on the opposite side of the 50. And it's going to be a run to the left side. He's got a blocker. Gets around one tackler, and he's brought down in front of the 40. Could have been Drew Petty over there, the defensive back wearing 45. We'll get 2nd and 6 at the 41. Concordia maybe looking to pass here. 2 receivers on the right side. No, they'll hand it off left. And the ball comes out. It's past the 30-yard line. Wamego says that they've got it. A second fumble tonight, and the referee confirms. The Raiders get the defensive turnover that they needed. So here's some energy for you right there. Wamego gets the ball back at the 28-yard line. Good starting field position, all things considered. And they still have 4.5 minutes in the first quarter to try to drive down the field and tie this game up. Might want to take a shot maybe here. Nobody, it looks like they're playing man coverage on defense. There's really nobody over the top, maybe 11 there who's shifting over the top, but if they would have stayed in that line, I would have tried to run my guys and take a shot deep downfield. But before we see anything, we'll get a timeout from the home team, Wamego, who's going to stop the clock at 4:36, still just in the first quarter. First time out from Wamego. Still rocking 80 some degrees. All things considered, a very, very nice night. Like I said, I'm not looking forward to the winter games, though. It gets pretty cold. Try to enjoy it now. Also, maybe keep an eye out for rain. I think it's supposed to rain later tonight. They were just mentioning next to me. But hopefully that just holds off till later tonight after the game. For now, good weather, though. Good game getting started as we continue things off the timeout. 1st and 10 for Wamego. Panthers maybe wanting to blitz. They do bring quite a few numbers across the line of scrimmage. Oviatt trying to get the stiff arm. Instead, he's met behind the line of scrimmage, and this will be a loss on the play. A couple of helmets keep coming off. That is the helmet of Hayden Oviatt. NFL rules, they have to come off for a play. I don't know if that happens at high school either, but it looks like he's over on the sideline. And I think they'll have to bring someone else in here on 2nd and 13. So 2nd and 15, excuse me, as they bring in, it looks like Isaac Broughton. And the quarterback will keep it, makes a nice effort, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Excuse me, could be Colin Donahue. They're both listed at 11. Donahue is listed as the junior receiver, but stepping up here as quarterback to get him set up with 3rd and 10, gives him 5 on the run. Third and 10, Oviatt comes back in. Looks like that helmet rule applies here as well. 3:30 to go, but a big 3rd down here for Wamego. To only get a couple plays off the fumble would be a little disheartening. Might have an option here on the left side. Plenty of receivers. He's looking to pass Oviatt over the middle and almost intercepted. Couple of Panthers diving for the ball, and it'll force 4th and 10, and Wamego, for the first time tonight, is going to have to punt the ball away. So still just the 1-possession game. Still only in the first quarter as well. Wamego going to have to punt this one away. On 4th and 10, though, we'll get another timeout. Looks like the second one called by Concordia, I believe. I believe the last time Wamego and Concordia were involved was last last spring in the basketball in Concordia. I don't know if you guys remember that, but it was about I can't even remember how many overtimes. I think it was a 5 or 6 or maybe 7 or 8 overtime match in Concordia. And I'm not sure how many guys are playing football and basketball here, but you got to have some kind of rivalry after a 5 or 6 or 7 game overtime. So maybe a little bit of that could be carrying over here, bringing some little rivalry emotion in the game. Good old Concordia. So here is 4th and 10 from the timeout. Raiders looking to punt. Looks like Oviatt with a really nice punt. Going to be picked up on the other side at the 30. Gets around 3 or 4 defenders. A flag comes out, and he's tackled at the 40-yard line. Wyatt Burgess over there helping bring him down. We'll see what the penalty says. The ball's right now spotted just in front of the 40-yard line for the Panthers, which is good starting field position. From where he kicked it, it was about 50 yards, so probably a 30 or 40-yard punt from the line of scrimmage, but Concordia was able to get it to the 40. But with the penalty against Concordia there, they'll back him up 10 yards from the spot of the foul, it sounded like, which is going to place the ball all the way to the 21. And that's the first penalty we see tonight as well. So the first penalty called on Concordia backs him up to the 21. Not quite as nice as having the ball at the 30 or 40-yard line to start the drive. So that's good for Wamego. Panthers ball comes out again. Forced out on the 20-yard line. And looks like it's going to stay with Concordia. But the third fumble of tonight's game. Ball security is certainly going to be emphasis in the practice. It looked like was it Andrew Couchman or possibly DeRushi who was over there running around. I saw the swat and he got the ball out of there. Great defensive effort. They'll lose 2 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd and 12 now. Panthers behind the 20. They'll hand it off around the right side, and that is met very well defensively by a couple of Raiders. Looked like James DeRushi, Colton Beckman. I believe I also saw Garrett Burgess around that left side getting the stop for Wamego. And it's another loss of yard play there. It'll be 3rd and 14. Concordia loses 2 more yards. And they're going to take their time here, closing out the first quarter with just 2 minutes to go. 3rd and long. We've already seen a 3rd and long conversion from the Panthers. They'll come out with 2 receivers to the left side. Looking to pass. Quarterback is going to have to roll out to the left. Pressure's coming in, and he's met behind the line of scrimmage. I believe they'll call that a sack as he tries to roll around outside. Couldn't find anybody downfield, and they get him down inbounds. So Concordia not able to get anywhere to go there. Even before they got the ball, they were going backwards on that drive. And 4th and 16. They'll have to punt the ball away at their 15. The punter is backed up at the end zone, actually. A dangerous position. He's able to get the punt away. Returned at Wamego's 50. A couple of flags fly out. Dawson Tackman, I believe, returning. Got about 10 yards there, but the flags came out pretty early. We might see this come back. Raiders have just about a minute, a little more than a minute here in this first quarter with this drive. Of course, then we'll transition into the second.
So it sounded like a block in the back from Wamego, so that will be Wamego's first penalty. And it'll back them up across the 50 to the 46, it looks like. It's so easy to try to knock guys out of the way in football, trying to create space for your team. You see a lot of those plays on special teams, especially at the young age. Here's 1st and 10. Oviatt, heck of a run there. Met contact before the 50-yard line. He's able to keep running. Almost picks up the first down about 5 yards after contact there to bring up 2nd and 1 from their quarterback, Oviatt. And we might see 1 or 2 more plays here before the end of the first, depending on how fast Wamego wants to go here. Could be the final play of the quarter. They've got 3 receivers lined up on the right side. Here's Oviatt, drops back, has time, passes downfield, and it's just out of reach for Hayden McCarthy, it looked like. Or probably Jace Yeager, excuse me. Got a couple, there's a lot of players out here. There's a lot of double numbers. So excuse me, they're intended for Jace Yeager. And 3rd and 1 now. The clock will stop at 22.9 seconds from the incomplete pass. So I was wrong to assume that would be the final play. Instead, we'll get this 3rd and short at the 45-yard line. Panthers maybe wanted to blitz here. They're going to bring some numbers. Oviatt finds a gap and runs across to get the first down. Stopped at the 41, it looks like. We'll get some new downs for Wamego and likely run this one out. Clock will roll here before they break the huddle, and looks like the coaches are just going to signal them to come on over to the side. So as time expires here in the first quarter, it's the Raiders with the ball, looking to come back from the 7-0 deficit against Concordia on the opening night of the Raider football season here in 2021. Whew. I'm also wearing a vest. I'm a little warm, I have to admit. Like I said, I was playing football, 4 years ago. I don't know. I don't know if I I'm up here just talking and I'm sweating. I don't know how these guys are able to do it. I got to give them the respect that they deserve. Out there running around in the pads and the helmet. It's a lot. Those days certainly are behind me. So here going into the second quarter, we'll just flip across the 50-yard line. Wamego now going left to right. And the ball placed at that 41-yard line. New set of downs to work with. Oviatt had the run to get across. They've got him at the 41 for 1st and 10. Raiders in a spread kind of look here. A spread outlook, I should say, sorry. Instead, though, Oviatt looking to keep it, fake the handoff. He's met fairly hard on that Concordia side, but a good run of probably 6 there up to the 35-yard line. They'll give him 6 on the run, 2nd and 4 to come. Outside receiver right, Colin Donahue. Fillmore motioned up to the right. Oviatt looking to roll out, throwing it deep. Oh, just barely out of reach for Tate excuse me, Chase caught him. I gotta get the program has the double 11s. Colin Donahue, excuse me, just out of reach. Or excuse me, Chase caught him just out of reach. Instead, we'll have 3rd and 4. And actually, it was a pretty good pass from Oviatt, rolling out, looking for the deep ball. Caught him trying to reach out and just couldn't quite get it there. The handoff, Fillmore, first down, now inside the 20 before he's forced out of bounds to get Wamego the new 1st and 10. Close to a 20-yard run. 19 yards as you hear for Fillmore. He'll get it inside the red zone for Wamego. Good opportunity. Raiders now at the 16 with 1st and 10. Here just not even a minute into the quarter. Oviatt taking the snap. Quick screen pass. That's a live ball, I believe. And does the right thing, Fillmore, by falling on top of it. I think it would have kept on playing there had he not fallen on, since it's the, I guess it's a lateral. So now we'll get 2nd and long, but they'll hold on to the possession at least. Ball is going to be placed at the 23 or 24, I think. Loss of 7. Now Oviatt looking to roll out again. Pressure coming in, fires, and gets it back to the original line of scrimmage. Caught inbounds. Looked like Chase caught him, able to make it a 3rd and 9. So 3rd and 9 now. Ball's at the 15-yard line for Wamego. And at this point, well, I guess I don't know the special teams too well. Noah Fike, maybe you want to kick the field goal. I'm not sure about the special team situation. Otherwise, you've got 3rd and 4th down to try to get this 1st down here and get points on the board. They'll hand it off. Fillmore, good run, stays on his feet, and he gets just past the 10-yard line, short of the 1st down. We'll get a 4th and 1 or 2 here. So it sounds like Fillmore gets 7 yards on a great run, but just not enough to make up for that 7-yard loss in those 2 plays. It'll be 4th and 4 is what's up on the board. Looks like more like 4th and 3. Ball's inside the 10 at the 9. And the offense, I like this, is staying out here. 4th and 3. You can expect Concordia to bring the pressure here. If you're going to go to there, you better pass it quick. If you're going to run, you better find some blockers. We'll get a timeout first from the defense. So Concordia now, their 3rd timeout, I think, of the night. Going to try to figure out what they want to come out in on this. This is a big 4th and 3 right here. You know, for Concordia, if they continue to shut down this offense and keep Wamego off the scoreboard, that's going to be a really big boost for them to get the ball. They won't have great field position if they just get the stop, but they'll, you know, like I said, keep Wamego off the scoreboard, and that's going to be much bigger than field position, obviously. And in the same right, this is a huge play for Wamego because you're trailing your home opener 7-0. You know, you started the game out poorly, and you're trying to get back into it. You're trying to show some silver lining here, some hope, some momentum. Not that you haven't shown any, you know, momentum at all, but a very big play for both teams either way you look at it. So here we go from the timeout, 4th and 3. And these are big 3 yards, right? These 3 yards feel like 15 yards, trying to get them. Here's Oviatt, gonna roll out to the right. Maybe has some space to run. Instead passes, and it's incomplete. He was trying to throw to the end zone, trying to hit Jace Yeager, I think. And unfortunately for Wamego, they're gonna have to come off the field, still down 7-0. And that is kind of a crusher there for Wamego. It looked like maybe Oviatt could have got that corner if he would have stayed on his feet. It's much easier for me to judge up here than down the field wearing a helmet, But I like the shot, trying to get the points on the board. He saw a guy, and unfortunately it just didn't fall the way Wamego needed it to. So here's Concordia coming off the turnover on downs with a touchdown saving tackle over on that right side. I think that's Andrew Couchman again, if I'm reading the 20 correctly on the back of his jersey. The sophomore, I've called his name a couple times tonight. He's doing a lot to impress me, I got to say. I don't know how much speed that runner had, but the outside run, he's able to get around and get to that sideline, the express lane, as sometimes that it's called. And that's the difference that, Couchman's the one guy difference from keeping him running 30, 40 yards down the field. He'll make it 2nd and 2. And the inside handoff for the Panthers, a good run here as they get to midfield and wrestled down by Coiler Brummett, the senior. That's a great play from Concordia right up the middle. You've seen a lot of inside to the right or outside. They just take it right up the middle on 2nd and short, and they get a big gain. Ball's now spotted at the 49 on the other side of the 50-yard line here as they start to get into Wamego territory. Panthers creeping along the field again, trying to get some separation from Wamego. That one-score difference is a little too close, they're feeling like. They're trying to get away. Here's the run on the right side. Met with a couple of Raiders, initially by Garrett Burgess, or excuse me, maybe David Castro, trying to read the numbers 8s to 9s, but it's 2nd and 6 after the dust settles for Concordia. Maybe 2nd and 7, excuse me. Panthers under center. Inside handoff. Met at the line of scrimmage. Excellent defensive stop from Wamego. Ariston Gamino, the defensive end. Doesn't give him anything. 3rd and 7. Stays up on the board. Ariston Gamino, my goodness, junior defensive end listed at 200. That's somebody you want playing with you at defensive end. So here's 3rd down for the Panthers. Quarterback rolling out, pressure, fires downfield, and no flags. It'll be incomplete. And it'll go 4th and 7 off the incompletion. I was a little worried maybe we would see a flag there against Wamego. It was a short pass. The receiver was trying to cut back and get to it. 4th and 7. And the offense staying out there under center as well. Snaps the ball, handoff to the right side. It's an outside run. A good run. He's diving, trying to get the 1st down, but the spot looks like it's going to be short. And it should be a stop here for the Raider defense at the 40-yard line. The diving effort from Concordia, no good. Shut down by the Raider defense about halfway here through the second quarter. So here you go, 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line for Wamego. That's good starting field position. You get the defensive stop. You've come close to scoring on multiple drives now. Here you go, you get this second opportunity. You might even consider clock management. You can easily march down the field. Well, you can't easily do anything, you know what I mean? But you run the ball, you can easily run out 6:39. Try to time it right. Take an even playing field going into the half. Maybe you want to be quick. I'm not sure the play style, but that certainly is an option. Before we get going, some kind of adjustment on the sideline as Chase Cottom comes off adjustment with the helmet. First and 10. Oviatt fakes the handoff, looking to run around the right side. He's got a couple defenders. The stiff arm. Grown man play, gets across the 50, but I did see a flag come out behind the 40. This one might come back. Unfortunate, too, because that is a heck of a run from Hayden Oviatt. Right into the face of Cav Garlgren, their quarterback. And unfortunately, that's a very good run. And it's unfortunate that that's going to have to come back. The flag there called on Wamego. Their second penalty of the night. It'll now be 1st and 21 is what it's looking like up on the board. And here's a spread look for Wamego. First and 21. Raiders with two receivers either side. And now Fillmore going to the left. Quick pass and off the hands of Colin Donahue. It'll stay 2nd and 21 now. That's dangerous when those passes get deflected like that, because it becomes an easy target for the defense to try to intercept. So Wamego thankful for no turnovers, but also not the most excited, not getting any yards. We'll get 2nd and very long here. Raiders in a similar formation with just one to the left side. Oviatt looking to run, fakes the handoff, looking for his blockers, and gets a good run again, getting past the other team's quarterback. Stopped just short of the 50-yard line. A heck of a run there from the junior. They'll have about 4 yards to go coming up on 3rd down. Good run from Oviatt, sets him up with a 3rd and manageable after starting out 1st and 21. Little adjustment there from the officials, just squaring everything away. So here we go, Raider ball, 3rd and 3. Raiders trail 7-0. Here's motion coming across. Fakes the handoff. Handoff inside, though, to Fillmore. Gets the first down. And still on his feet. Gets across the 45. And a well-deserved round of applause for Hunter Fillmore, the senior back, who gives Wamego a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And so that'll keep the clock rolling under 6 minutes, getting closer to halftime. Oviatt hands it off inside. They go back to Fillmore this time, though. The defensive line, a couple of DNs able to get off the line and make the tackle. It's just going to be a gain of 1 from Fillmore. There's also a couple other football games going on around the area. I can give some updates on those at timeouts and things. We're just getting updates from them. For now, we'll just stay on this with 2nd and 9. Oviatt keeps it himself, runs up the middle, gets the first down, the ball pops out. And this may be another turnover. Oviatt certainly lost the ball there, and it's going to be Panther football as the defense recovers the fumble at the 26 or 27, unfortunately, for Wamego. Man, and the thing, though, is as kind of hard, as unfortunate and devastating as that is, you know, that's very frustrating, but still just 7-0. You got to look at that. You still got 5 minutes going into the half. Get your defense ready. You still got an opportunity to get the ball back if you get a stop here. And that's exactly what you do to answer back on defense. That's exactly what you do. To me, that looked like Thomas McIntyre possibly on defense. Need to get some binoculars. That's what I should do. The defense able to get the stop there. It's a loss of 2 for Concordia, so 2nd and 12. They'll keep the clock rolling. A little more than 4 minutes to go. Concordia fakes the pass. They're going to run to the right side. They had the extra tight end there to help block. They don't get much. They're stopped in front of the 30, maybe right on the 30. It'll be 3rd down. It's 3rd and 7 maybe. 3rd and 7 maybe. They're able to get 5 yards off of that run, and they stay in bounds, so that'll keep the clock rolling, bringing us closer to the halftime break. Wamego defense in a good spot to get the ball back to their offense. Panthers are at the 30. They'd be wise to punt it if they don't get it here. The pass across the middle complete and enough for a 1st down. Stopped in front of the 40-yard line. Looked like Gavin or Coiler Brummett likely on the tackle there, number 16 I'm looking at. Concordia is doing a lot of tricky motion there with the ball, trying to throw Wamego off guard about who's got it or which way it's going, and so far it's been pretty effective. Here's another one. You see the quarterback faking the pass after he hands the ball off, and a good hard run that follows for Concordia. Gets maybe 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Ball's going to be placed at the 43. Just 2.5 left here in the 1st half. Panthers using up time, trying to get down the field and also run it out. Here's the quarterback looking to keep the ball. He's got the 1st down, and he stays in bounds as well on the tackle. Looks like Lane Generet and Garrett Burgess. Panthers will keep on marching here across the 50-yard line with 1st and 10 on the Raider 47. Looking to pass, had time in the pocket. Instead, he's going to roll out to the right and looks for the yards on the ground as he's brought down over on that right side from Coiler Brummett, bringing him down, I think. Quarterback able to scramble and get 5 yards. Minute 30 on the clock. Panthers might pick up the pace to try to get to the end zone. They're staying in bounds, and it's keeping the clock alive, so they'll pass, and incomplete. So that will stop the clock at a minute 20. Panthers will have it with 3rd and 5. A moment to breathe here as the clock stops. Concordia will get 2 chances here to try to get these 5 yards, if nothing else. This is a tough spot to defend for Wamego because in one aspect you have to guard these 5 yards, so you're trying to play close and aggressive, and in another you don't want to give up anything way back and give up a score. Panthers on 3rd down. Escapes the pressure, but another defender rushing him. Quarterback is in trouble, still on his feet. And no way he's getting out of that. He is sacked. Wamego might want to burn a timeout, as a couple of Raiders get to the quarterback. A loss of 6, I heard, to bring up 4th and long. Excellently defended by Wamego. It'll be 4th and 12. The Raiders will take a timeout to stop the clock with a minute 1 to go. So that's a really good result of what just happened there on the field. The only way it could have been better is if they could have got some kind of turnover or converted it off the turnover for 6, but that's a great play right there. They get them stopped on 4th and 12. Concordia is in a tough spot at the 48-yard line. They likely will just try to punt this and try to pin Wamego deep, so they have the length of the field to play with short time. And it looks like they're going to come out in a punt formation. It looks like their quarterback punting the ball as well. So Wamego will put Dawson Tackman back to return, it looks like, as well with Lane Generette. Panthers on 4th and 12. They are going to punt. It's a high, short punt. It gets a good bounce, though, but not the best punt in the world. It was high, got a good bounce, and the Panthers will down it at the 25 to stop the clock at 49.6 seconds. So now Wamego has just under 50 seconds to try to go 75 yards before we get into halftime, and just a 1-possession game as well. So it's been a very frustrating half for Wamego, but you know, you try not to look at too many of the details of the mistakes, and you try to just keep going forward and worry about the score for right now. Well, worried about a play at a time is what you need to worry about. And right now we've got 1st and 10 at the 25. Wamego looking to go through the air. The pass complete. It'll be a 1st down, and they get out of bounds. That's Chase Cottom, the junior receiver. Clock stops at 43. A 17-yard play gives Wamego the new set of downs at the 42. Raiders rolling out left, looking to pass again. Complete back to him, and may be able to get out of bounds. They'll stop the clock 36 seconds. So they go back to Cottom, who gets a short connection there, 6 yards maybe. 2nd and 4 to the 48, just in front of that 50-yard line, and a little more than 35 seconds to go. I like the plays here, trying to get lots of yards and get out of bounds quick. A couple of receivers to the open field. Oviatt rolls out again, trying to just get a quick short gain in the flats towards Ledger Rowden. It's going to be incomplete. Rowden trying to dive forward to get the ball, but, in this case, the incomplete's not the worst thing in the world. Had he caught it, probably would have been down inbounds, would have kept the clock going, would have had to burn a timeout. Instead, it's 3rd and short, and you get the clock stopped with more than 30 seconds left. Couple receivers either side. Fillmore behind Oviatt. Takes the snap. He's in the pocket. Good protection. Fires to the right side. And incomplete. Off of the hands of Cottom. Trying to make a jump diving effort on 3rd and 4. And with 27 seconds paused up on the board, Wamego looks like they're going to bring out the punt team. Might try to fake it. I don't know. I don't know how you're feeling here. 4th and 4 at the 48. I don't know. It's the punt team. They're going to be smart about it. It's Oviatt who punts it away, gets a nice punt away, takes a Panther bounce at the 20-yard line, and Concordia will get one final possession here before the half at the with 19 seconds to go. Could see him just come out in a knee unless they want to try to take some shots deep. See where they spot it at. They're going to spot it at the 19. That's a good punt. Pins them inside. They're 20. They've got 19 seconds to work with. And they're coming out like they're going to want to run some offense. Trying to take a shot before the half, trying to get some space away from Wamego. Raiders playing with a little separation over the top. Panthers scrambling, running to the outside, gets out of bounds. Quarterback able to pick up, 5 or 6 yards there. Stops the clock at 13 seconds. Ball's going to come to the 24. Second and 4 for Concordia. They've got trips left, tight end on that right side. Be careful. He's coming out to roll. They've got 2 receivers running deep. The pass goes far. Trying to go downfield, almost picked off, but broken up, incomplete. Raiders will force the 3rd down. So Concordia trying to take the deep shot with just these last opportunities before the half, but broken up by the Raider defense. Concordia 3rd and 5 now. Maybe one more shot, looking to pass, going to the flats. It's complete at the 30, and he's wrestled down inbounds by Garrett Burgess. And that will run out the clock to end the half. So after 1, it's the Panthers who lead the Raiders 7-0 here at the home opener in Wamego. This is the WTC broadcast. My name's Aaron Davidson. Brett Bergstrom is working the camera for you. We'll let the halftime show just kind of develop here, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes.
show, scan the QR code in your program and let us know. The first person who responds with the correct answer will win a gift card from Shortstop. The 1980s was a decade of hair bands and synth pop. Our first mystery tune was a hit for Bon Jovi in 1986.
What's under here? I'm gonna buy like 10 of those. I'm not gonna get out.
Hey Sage, before you come out to listen to you,
He just, he's I think he's like kind of jittery and like anxious. Yeah. Not making the best decisions right now. Or throws. Yeah.
yeah, treat it like a golf. Thank you.
That's player directing, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Welcome to the Advanced Promotions halftime show here at Wamego. Advanced Promotions stand out for the best customer exchange rates, and signs. Our store here at the Intermission, 700 in Concordia. Let's take a look at some stats here for your first half. Start with Concordia, really needed a team. Wamego, really needed a team. Really able to get much turns offense. Leading the rushing for the Wamego Red Raiders has been the senior Hunter Cole. He has 5 rushes for 74 yards and had 50.
We continue our mystery show with a number that was released in September 1987. It came off of the third major studio album from Michael Jackson. Don't forget to scan the QR code in your program and enter your guess for the theme of the show.
Passing game as well. He is 3 of 9 for 31 yards. He has connected all 3 passes to Chase Brown. Thank you. Yes, I am not in game shape quite yet. We will get there. Yes, Chase Brown, all 31 yards there for the Red Raiders as well on the receiving end. Take a look at Concordia's stats. That is in the
If you scanned the code and entered your guess, listen for an announcement during the third quarter to see if you won. This is band announcer Brian Waller, hoping you enjoy the rest of the game. And now for your halftime entertainment, let's welcome the Dazzlers. They will be performing a palm routine they learned this summer. The Dazzlers are freshmen Adeline Couchman, Shaylee Robb, Kylie Rice, Brooklyn Shook, Sagan Sutton, sophomore Hope Jacobs, juniors Hadley Betancourt, Haley Butler, Grace Costa, Taryn Hall, Samantha Cagdis, Ellie Kate Cruz, Emily Matthews, Lily Moss, Reese Springer, and Avery Wilson. Your seniors and captains, Kira Jackson, Creighton Sanner, and Jocelyn Stewart. Ladies, the field is yours. Thank you, sir. Great having the students down there.
It is.
Yeah. That was good. I thought maybe
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds good. That would be cool.
here come the Raiders!
And Dale. Not at half, yeah.
too. I just wanted to run. I didn't want to do all the high knees and everything, lunges. I just wanted to run. Okay. Looks like about a minute left before we get the second half started. Still just the 7-0 game for Concordia over Wamego. I have a couple updates on a few games going around. Tonight, Beloit and Marysville are playing. Beloit leaves the Bulldogs 8-6. Similarly, Clay Center and Abilene at halftime. The Tigers lead the Cowboys 28-12. So just maybe some future references for later on in the season. I know Wamego plays Marysville next week at home, I believe. I believe that's the schedule. Not sure about Beloit, but they've got the 2-point lead on the Dogs at halftime. Raiders had a frustrating first half, but that's what you get the break for. That's where you get your mind right. Just 7-0, really closer than it kind of feels, and that's where we'll see the difference, in coaching. Head coach Weston Moody, I'm sure, has got his guys' minds right coming from the halftime locker room, trying to get everybody locked in, getting everyone focused and ready to go. The Raiders received to open the start of the game, so I think we'll see them kick off here. The sun is now set, so we've got the full football Friday night lights going. Now it's time. Now it's really setting in with the lights turned back on. It's always much more exciting. It was always more exciting to me at nighttime like this. Looks like we've still got about 2.5 minutes actually before we get going, unless they decide to run this time off on the side. Man, this place was packed. I came in here, what time did I get here? A little more than half hour before the game started, and the parking lot was completely filled already. I'll have to walk all the way, like it's that hard for me to walk all the way across the parking lot. But, there's a lot of people out here tonight. A lot of people have been waiting on this to be able to come back to see football games and have the student section out over there and have tailgates and everything. I remember being in high school and being on the football team, but having all my friends and everyone either playing with me or over in the student section waving flags and grilling hot dogs and you name it before the game in the parking lot, and that is a huge part of the game. That energy that the fans and the people around you bring with you, that's a huge part of the game. So maybe that's just part of the transition with the first half, is getting used to everyone back here. I know last year it wasn't full capacity and it was kind of weird and everything, but we're starting to get back into the swing of things. And now after the halftime, like I said, the lights come on. You get your minds right. It's a chance to be a whole new team out on the field and get a hold of the energy around you. So I'm excited to see what Wamego's going to do as we get ready to start things up here in 40 seconds or however long we'll let the clock run on for. Should be a defensive look for the Raiders. Looks like the kickoff team is coming out. They'll kick at the 40 is where we usually kick from.
Raiders will kick off to start the third quarter. Concordia will receive. Raiders defend the East Coast. Concordia defend the West Coast.
It looks like Brody Graber there at the 40, wearing the 88, ready to kick off. for the home team. So there's the end of the time. We'll just wait on the official whistle. And there it is. We'll see the kick now from Wamego to start the second half. And fielded at the 25. Concordia hit hard at the 30. The ball came out, it looks like. That is Logan Curtis, number 40, with a huge tackle to start out this half. That's the way you want to start out the half and get his defense set up on the field. And it's going to be still a possession for the visiting team, Concordia, but quite the tackle there from Mr. Logan Curtis. Panthers will start field position here on the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, they're going to come out under center. And a good run to the outside. And now cutting back in, it'll be about a 9-yard play for Concordia. It looked like Mason Flerlog on the tackle, or possibly Jake Meyer. Excuse me, that's another one of those double number situations with 47. I apologize. So the 9-yard run from Concordia, the outside handoff, is going to set him up with 2nd and 1. They'll come out in a similar formation. And the handoff is around the left side. They've got the first down. Tackled by Dawson Tackman. Stopped at the 43. Concordia keeping it on the ground. They're going to hand it off to the right side, and another solid run from the Panthers, able to just, pick up 5-6 yards and march down the field. They're up now to the 47 before Meyer brings them down again. They've got 2nd and 6 up there. Looks a little more 2nd and 5, but it's Concordia back under center. They'll take the inside handoff and a good hard run. Get into that right side to get the first down. Now across the field at the 45 in Wamego territory. It's 1st and 10 for Concordia, who's got quite a strong opening drive developing. Keeping it on the ground around the left side and brought down by number 24, Colton Beckman. See, there's a couple 24s there as well. There's a flag down on the play. Came out before the tackle, it looked like. Looks like the referees, here we go. So the Panthers will get 15 yards from that penalty. Sounded like personal foul on the defense. And they're going to move this ball all the way across the field to the 25. Must have been from the spot of the foul. Or it could have been from the ball as well. It's going to be 1st and 10, though, after the penalty for Concordia at the 25-yard line. And now around the right side, a couple of good inside moves by the running back from Concordia. Sheds a tackle and finds his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Concordia. Touchdown, Panthers. That'll make it 13-0 as Concordia scores a 25-yard run to open up the second half. And a good run, too. Able to bump out to that outside, got between a couple of defenders and then got right to the corner before he's tackled across the plane. A good run from the Panthers, and the extra point, another low one, but sails through. And the Panthers now lead 14-0 over the home team Wamego on the season opener. .9:21 to go in the third quarter. The Raiders will return the ball. And they're going to have to keep playing from behind here now in a deeper hole than where they've played from for the majority of the game. We'll get our first look back at the offense of the half. I wonder how different that offense will look, having the defense given up a score. You would love to get the ball back. Still just a one-possession game, getting the stop and coming out of the half with all this energy ready to go. Instead, you give up another score, you're down 14-0. It's a little bit harder sometimes for guys to keep their minds right in this situation. This is where you're going to lean on that discipline and that heart and hard work to battle from behind. Still got the second half to go with. 9:21, like I said, still in the third. So, plenty of time, plenty of opportunity left. It's just about trying to reduce mistakes and trying to play your game. You had multiple turnovers already in the first half. I'm sure that's certainly something Coach Moody talked about. And so we'll get the first look on offense. It's a squib kick from the Panthers. The Raiders will field it. Looked like Dawson Techman able to pick it up off of a dangerous bounce and then fielded to the 30, which is pretty good starting field position. And that's where they'll take the offense for the first look on the offensive side for Wamego of the new half. They'll start their first possession at the 30-yard line. And they're going to try to get some momentum going to try to answer back the score. Panthers with one too many guys on the field. They're able to run them off. Everybody's set to go, a hard count. Gets it on the second count. Oviatt fakes the handoff, runs around to the left side, and a good power run across the 40 to get a new set of downs from Oviatt. An 11-yard run from the junior. And a player down on the field in a white jersey. Panther able to get up to a knee now as a couple of sideline folks get to him. Upstanding now, seems to be walking off. Looks like it's okay. And a good sign that he's able to walk off the field there, the injured Panther. Striker Hake, junior running back / linebacker for the Panthers, able to walk off the field after the collision there on 1st and 10. Oviatt's 11-yard run sets Wamego up at the 41 as we get the game going back. Here's a handoff, and that's a good run. 6-7 yards right there from your senior running back. He'll make it 2nd and 3. Gets the ball up to the 48. Fillmore motioning to the left side. Ovia takes the snap, looking to run, gets a good block from Fillmore, takes the gap, and runs his way across the first down marker. Good play design, good read from Oviatt, gets him the first down on 2nd and 3. We'll go from the 48 to the 48. Here's 1st and 10 off the 4-yard run. Panthers in an interesting defense. They might be trying to, looks like they might have 3 or 4 guys playing deep and maybe trying to blitz. They've got a couple of guys on the line there. Maybe a linebacker on the left side looking, he will rush, and it's a pass. Wamego gets rid of it quickly, and no flag on that play. Kind of a high tackle, had him by the neck or face mask, it looks like. But, you know, like I said, it's a lot easier to judge up here than down there, and the stripes are in the helmet. So I'll trust the decisions there. It'll give us 2nd down. Pass was to Chase Cottom. It'll make it 2nd and 8. Oviatt looking to keep it, gets a first down, runs through several defenders, and gets up to the 36-yard line. That's a 10-yard run from Oviatt. So good possession here from Wamego. This will be the 6th play of the drive. They started out at the 30-yard line. They've gone, 34 yards already. They've got about that much to go. So halfway through the drive, hopefully, if they can get to the end zone on the 5th or 6th play of the drive. Oviatt looking to keep it. Scrambling around, falls forward, gets across the 30-yard line. Another 7 yards, some play right there. 2nd and short coming up. They'll give them 6. Good spot at the 30-yard line. Open field to the left. Couple of receivers on the short side here. Now the tight end over to the left. And the inside handoff gets him close to the first down marker. It'll be the 27, it looks like. 3rd and 1 coming up. Maybe another stop here for Concordia with another Panther who's getting helped up. Clock is paused at 6:01 temporarily. And there it is. The official will continue the game here with everybody all good to go. It's 3rd and 1. Defense trying to adjust. They're showing only 4. Oviatt takes the snap, fakes the screen, looks to run up the middle. He's got the first down, gets past the defender, foot race to the end zone. Oviatt, touchdown, Wamego. There is a flag down on the field. Over on that far side, in between the 5 and the end zone. Top right corner of the field. This will be interesting to see what it is. Officials coming over to talk to both sides of the field. I'm not sure what it could be or who it could be on. But you hope this doesn't take away the play for Wamego. Play currently in question. There it is, the touchdown confirmed. So Oviatt gets the 27-yard touchdown to make it an 8-point game, 14-6, trailing to the Panthers with 5:36 to go in the third. The penalty afterwards we'll see affected on the kick. Extra point attempt looks like coming up. Holder looks like Donahue, wearing the 11. Sets it down, kick goes up and through. A good kick for the Raiders to cut this back to a 7-point game. Noah Fike, the kicker there in the 28 to make it a 14-7 game. Wamego gets their first points of the night, and they'll get ready to kick off with the penalty adjusted. Maybe, I'm not sure where they'll have to kick, maybe from the 50. Or, excuse me, I guess they'd have to go further back, maybe from the 30. Excuse me. Or maybe they'll just forget about it. And if they just let him set up at the 40. No, he's telling him back up. So here you go. First look on offense from Wamego. You're down 14-0. And you come into it, you put together a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, an 8-yard drive. You go 70 yards, and you get a big touchdown. You trust the run game. You trust your offense. What I say, you reduce the mistakes. You run your game. Now you get your first points up there. You try to get a stop, get the ball back. You're playing from behind, but it's just a one-score game again with about half the quarter to go and still all of the fourth to remain. Here's the kick. A good kick considering it was from pretty far behind, but maybe an even better return. A flag comes out, and now it's a foot race to the end zone. Panthers able to take it to the house, 70 yards, but there is a flag back by the 50. We saw there looks like maybe another one as well at the 25 on the left side of the field. And we'll see what happens here with the flags. They may or may not. Holding on Concordia, it looked like, which could be best case scenario here. What was a 70-yard return for Concordia is going to be called back from a hold. So maybe a bit of luck there for Wamego. They get the holding call, keeps it a 14-7 game. So a good break there for Wamego. Concordia instead will hold on to the 7-point lead. They'll have the ball at the 40-yard line for 1st and 10. The handoff to the right side, some space to work with. He's brought down by Grant Larson after shaking off the first tackler. And a crucial tackle there as we get another Panther assisted up off the ground. Larson's tackle makes it 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line for Concordia. Still 5 minutes to play in the third. Clock is moving. Tackled inbounds. It'll stay going. Panthers will hand it off. This time they'll go to the left side, and not much to do there. He runs into Garrett Burgess and Coiler Brummett. Good defensive effort there from Wamego. It'll be 3rd and 3, still at the 47. 3rd and 3. Dangerous situation, kind of. These are the kind of situations a little bit unpredictable. Can maybe expect some trickery or some kind of sleight of hand from Concordia like we've been seeing. They'll hand it off to the right side. Running back. Met hard. 1 yard past the line of scrimmage. My goodness. What a hit on the left side. Was that James DeRushi? My goodness. Great hit. Flipped him. Flipped him at the 48. So they'll give him 1 yard, but DeRushi says nothing more. Forces a 4th and 2. It'll keep the clock rolling now under 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And the Panther offense, eager to go for more here, is going to stay on the field and try for these 2 yards. Lining up under center. Raiders bringing some pressure. The run up the middle. He's not going to get it. The Raider defense is there and gets the stop on 4th down. And that right there is the first time tonight, really, to me, where it feels like Wamego may have turned the tides on things tonight. You're still down 14-7, but you get the stop right there. You have the ball on the 49 already in Concordia's side of the field. That feels like a win to me, where you have this momentum kind of with you as well. Get the score, you get the stop, and now you're in great field position to try to put another one up. Fakes the handoff up the middle. Oviatt spins, rides forward, and gets to the 45. Four-yard run from Oviatt makes it 2nd and 6 to the 45. See Pruitt-Nolan running onto the field there. The receiver wearing 18. Bringing the play over. 2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Raiders with the ball at the 45 on 2nd down. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Fillmore goes to the open field right. Oviatt spins away from 2 defenders. Gets across the line of scrimmage, maybe 1 yard in front. They're going to say he's stopped forward progress inbounds, it looked like. The referee was signaling to keep the clock rolling. They might give him a yard here. Could be nothing. It's going to be 3rd down either way. Kind of looks like 3rd and 5. Yep. Yeah, that's an interesting play there. They're trying to throw the defense off sides, I think, with Oviatt, and Fillmore shifting over into the flats there, and he's kind of hesitant. He's looking over like he's going to throw, but he's been keeping it every time, and there was just pressure on that one. He did a good job getting away from 2 or 3 guys, but only able to get 1 yard on the play. Here's a pass, 1st down, as it's complete across to the 35. Caught by number 15, J.C. Yeager. So there you go. Now you'll come up to the 34. Oviatt and Yeager get 10 to make it 1st and 10 with a minute to go now in the 3rd quarter. And they'll keep this drive alive coming up on their 4th play. Right in the middle of the field. Here's Oviatt. Pass and incomplete, trying to go over the middle on a quick slant, is over the head of the receiver, Pruitt-Nolan. That's a dangerous play for Nolan right over the middle there where the linebackers are lurking around. Not a great throw to him. It'll stay 2nd and 10 off the incomplete, and the clock will stop at 42 seconds here in the third. Flag comes out. Oviatt looking to scramble. He's got the first down. Now a foot race to the end zone and in for the touchdown. We might see this one come back. I don't know. There's that flag at the 35-yard line. As of now, it's a 34-yard run for Oviatt, who wants to tie this game up. The flag came out early. Could be a hold call. I think I saw it come out before he got around the line of scrimmage. That's a killer. That's a killer right there. So what would have been a 34-yard touchdown for Wamego from Hayden Oviatt is now brought back from a hold to bring up 2nd and long at the 45. A couple of penalties either way here now that have called off touchdowns. I guess everybody's all square. Wamego will have to reset 2nd and 20 at the 45. Still down 14-7. Oviatt around the left side, reads his blocker, spins his way, still on his feet, back across the 30-yard line, still driving, almost gets the full 20 yards. How about that? These large runs from Wamego. Trusting the quarterback. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. As time expires, Wamego will have 3rd and 3 or 4 going into the fourth quarter in good field position, down 14-7 against Concordia in the season opener. This is the WTC broadcast. My name is Aaron Davidson. We'll shift over to the side of the field and get ready for the last quarter of the home opener. So here's the start of the fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go left in tonight's game. Raiders in a good spot here. They've got 3rd and 3 at the 28. They've got it spotted at. Hand off to the inside, and looks like stopped short. Looked like maybe some early movement or the greatest timing I've ever seen, or maybe a little early and just missed, but it looked like a defensive lineman jumped. They're not going to say anything. It's just a 1-yard run, and it'll be 4th and 2 after the stop. Now we'll go to the 27. So a big 4th down right here. This is a big play. Panthers with, looks like 5 guys ready to come off the line. They'll bring him. Oviatt scrambles to the right, has a blocker. He's going to run for the first down. He's got it. Now inside the 15 and knocked out of bounds. Great run, gets the first down, and sometimes you're going to take hits. Slides over and gets up, makes his way back to the huddle. Clock stops at 11:01. New set of downs for Wamego inside the 15, it looks like.
Raider ball, 1st and 10 at the Concordia 12.
Ninth play coming up. Oviatt hands it off. Fillmore met at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up back from the 12. Oh, maybe a loss. Looks like 2nd and 11. It was a good rush from the defensive line. There wasn't much of a gap by the time Fillmore got up there for him to try to run through anyone. So now they'll be working from behind. 2nd and 11. Field open to the left side, 2 receivers. Here's the snap. Oviatt's going to roll out left, 2 defenders rushing and tries to throw it across. It's incomplete. Cottom was making the diving effort for it, but it wasn't in his close vicinity.
3rd down, 11 yards to go. Raider ball at Concordia 13.
Will stay at the 13 for 3rd and 11. And another big 3rd down for Wamego on this drive. Their 3rd down of the drive. Oviatt looking to pass, has time in the pocket, fires over the middle. Did he catch it? Yes. Oh my goodness. What a great snag by Colin Donahue. And it looks like, if not the 1st down, inside the 5. And they might measure this. They will bring it out. The chain guys over there, one of which, Alex Vance, volunteering his efforts tonight, running the chain. What a nice guy. Former Wamego running back. Alex is out there. Mm-hmm. What a nice guy, helping out his old school. Looks like they're going to mark him 4th and short. Not that nice of a guy. Could have been a little nicer to us. Instead, it's going to be 4th and barely 1. Ball's going to be spotted at the 3. And important play coming up. We'll see a timeout called from Wamego. Their 1st of the half, I want to say, with 10:03 to go in the 4th. Big 4th and 1 coming up. Coming back. So it's been a long drive, despite having the ball at good field position. They started out at the 49-yard line, rode it over into the quarter, and now this is the 11th play, I think, of this drive, maybe 11th or 12th. My notes are a little sloppy, but this has been a long drive here. We've had a couple big 3rd downs, and now a tough 4th and 1 coming up. We've already had a 4th down situation. Oviatt had the run to get us these new set of downs, but now we're faced with 4th and 1 at the 3-yard line. Wamego trying to finally level the playing field here. They've been trailing the entire game for the most part. And now an opportunity to try to tie it up. Looking for the hard count and some motion. I'm not sure if this is a false start or movement on the defensive line. And it's a false start on Wamego, which is going to make it 4th and 1 to 4th and 6, which trying to get the defense to jump, try to get those yards without having to even snap the ball. Instead, it kind of backfires for Wamego, and they're hit with the penalty, which puts them in a much tougher 4th and 6. Coming off of the timeout, too. That's going to be sprints. There's going to be sprints on that one. Ball's going to come back to the 8-yard line. 4th and 6. Oviatt looking left, fires, caught, but short, maybe. Chase caught him, a tough contested catch inside the 5. We'll see what kind of spot they give him. It looks like short. And a terrific play, great catch by Cottom, difficult to do. They've got it spotted on the field. They'll bring the chain crew back out to try to measure this guy. Depends on the spot. And it looks like just by, 2 or 3 footballs lengths. Short. And that's a big stop for Concordia right there. That's tough. That's tough for the offense to come off the field like that, to get stopped, multiple times now. I saw the interview with Coach Moody. He's talking about, it's a game of inches. He's talking about it. He knows what it means. He talked about the situations last year where you get stopped short on the 1-yard line and fall. And here's another example of just coming up yards, inches short. Disheartening, certainly, but not the end of the game yet. Here's Wamego on defense with a good answer back. Dawson, Techman, it looked like, around the right side getting the tackle. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball is spotted at the 3. This is a dangerous spot for Concordia. If Wamego wants to bring some pressure here, maybe try to get the safety, possibly. That could be the make or break of this game if they could pull something like that off. Concordia's in a dangerous spot. They'll have to be careful not to let that happen. Of course, Wamego needs to be aware, too, to not blitz too much and give anything up open deep. There's a one-on-one look over on the far side. Panthers are going to keep it with the run game, not able to get much. He's wrapped up behind the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd and long. Give him 2 yards there. It'll be 3rd and 8. Took 3 or 4 Raiders to finally wrestle him down, but they've got the ball spotted at the 5 as Concordia runs the clock. It'll be here under 8:30 by the time they snap it. So now they'll bring 2 receivers out to the left side. They've got 1 defender. There you see the defense shifting over, maybe in a man look here. Panthers quarterback keeping it around their left side. Spins his way for the first down and gets close to the 25, stays inbound, and that'll continue to move this clock, which is just the opposite of what you want to happen for Wamego. That's almost a 20-yard run right there. That's 16, 17 yards. 14, not quite 20. They'll spot the ball at the 23. That's 18 yards. That's an 18-yard run on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground. It's met inside across the 25 to the 26. It'll be a 3-yard pickup. 2nd and 7. And they'll keep that clock moving too. Panthers certainly trying to do clock management right now. Hand off to the right side, met hard at the 26. My goodness. Met by a brick wall over there. Looked like it could have been James DeRushi, the senior D end, wearing the 21. Good hit from Wamego, forces 3rd and 7. It's no gain. They'll stay at the 26. That clock will continue to move, though. Still plenty of time, but just certainly something to keep an eye on. And here's another 3rd and 7, 3rd and medium. Panthers got the last one, had a big run. This time they'll give it back to the quarterback, and he's met back at the 20-yard line. He's going to be brought down by Colton Beckman, the senior linebacker, who follows him, rolling out and gets him for the sack. 4th and 12, it looks like, off of a huge play from Colton Beckman. That's a big play right there. That's a very big play right there, because now Wamego gets a chance back on offense with more than 5 minutes left, forces a long punt for the Panthers, and a good kick from him. It'll get Wamego the ball, though, with good field position at the 45. So Beckman with the big stop on defense. The Raiders get the hold that they needed. And now Wamego will get the ball back at the, in even better field position, at the 47. Wamego stopped multiple times. Turnover on downs. Can only go for so long. They're going to need to punch it through here, if not sometime in the very near future. Important drive for the Raiders. Oviatt fakes the handoff up through to the left side and runs over a couple of Panthers, getting them to the 45-44 across the 50. Ball spotted at the 45. It'll be 2nd and 2. Oviatt gets 8. Fillmore to the flats. Oviatt decides to run it. Good keep. Gets it across the 1st down marker. He'll go just in front of the 40-yard line to get a new set of downs.
Good for a Raider. 1st down. Raider ball, 1st and 10, Concordia, 41.
Running onto the field, Ledger Rowden and the 23. Raiders up to the line here with 2 receivers left. Fillmore following that direction. Oviatt looking for some blocks. Gets to the open field. And, you know, gets 5 or 6 there on another run as he's helped up off the field. Three and a half to go in the 4th quarter. 1-score game. Raiders in control right now. Ball is snapped. Oviatt jumps outside, cuts back in, and gets close to the first down marker. Another quarterback run play. Stopped maybe just a yard short. They'll give him 4. First 3rd down of the drive here. It's 3rd and short. Just been running it. They'll keep it with it. The sweep across the left side. Now the open field. Can he get to the end zone? Touchdown, Wamego. Chase caught him. Chase caught him, the junior, on the sweep. Runs it in for 33 yards. He beats the defense to the end zone, and now just a 1-point game. Wamego looking to tie it up with the extra point. Noah Fike coming in to send it through. Looks good from here, and it is. So Wamego finally able to come back and level things out. 14-14. Chase caught him, the 33-yard touchdown to get this game back even. Wamego will go ahead and kick off here with 2.5 left. Short kick fielded at the 25, loose ball, and the Panthers able to fall on it, and actually fairly decent field position as well at the 30. That could have been huge for Wamego if they could have got the ball there. Instead, Concordia will keep it at the 29. They'll get a chance back on offense to try to keep this thing from going to overtime. Here's Concordia. Look back on offense. First time in an even game since the first minute of the game. They'll try to run it to the left side. It's, maybe 3 yards there. 2nd and 7 as 2:15 keeps from expiring up on the clock. 2:10 now. Panthers looking to run it again around the left side. Now the cut back inside. Stops short of the first down line. He's brought down. Looked like Grant Larson, the linebacker, in 8. Now 3rd and 3, up to the 37. Raiders would love a stop here. They'll hand it off. It's the first down for Concordia. The spin move and down across the 50 to the 45. Clock will stop momentarily at 1:28 for them to adjust for the first down, but then we'll keep moving. Starting to get in dangerous territory up here in Wamego, on the Wamego side of the field. Looking to pass and caught. Good for maybe 9 yards. Panthers going quick here. Clock continues with a minute left. 2nd and 2 here. The handoff to the right side. First down is there, but he's met in front of the 30 by Jake Myers. They'll give him the first down, 1st and 10, under a minute. Ball's at the 31. Clock is moving, under 50. And they're going to stop it because the Panthers will take a timeout with 46.9 seconds to go. Tied ball game. And 1st and 10 for Concordia at the Wamego 31. I don't know how good Concordia's special teams is, but you know, college and NFL, this is you run it down and you kick a field goal. High school, you don't typically see field goals, you know, at this level, but every now and then again, you get somebody with the ability to do something like that. I'm not sure if Concordia possesses that talent, but if so, then this is a tough spot for Wamego, and they're going to have to look for a turnover or try to give up as few yards as possible. First and 10 from the timeout. Panthers at the 31. They put 48 seconds on the clock. The reverse back to the left side. Room to work. And knocked out of bounds after picking up the first down inside the 15. Quite the play from Concordia. You saw the handoff right and then the flip back left. They got it out to that sideline. 18 yards, it sounds like, picked up from the Panthers. They'll have the ball at the 12-yard line. Clock is stopped at 41 because the runner got out of bounds. And they'll hand it off here to get him to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 8. The clock will keep working here. Panthers in hurry up. Under 30 seconds. 2nd and 8 or 7. They'll hand it off to the right side. Hesitates. And then met by several Wamego defenders. Panthers will burn a timeout to pause the clock. 19.4. It'll be 3rd and long with this tied game. And now you're close enough where you may even try the field goal regardless of where or where not you are with special teams. Although we've been seeing these extra points. They're a little non-traditional, I'll say that much. They kind of just glide over the bottom rung there. There's not too much height, but it all counts the same. That could be something Concordia wants to look at here to try to secure the victory. Wamego needs to be alert, try to force a turnover, try and get the stop. Looks like 3rd and 8. So here's the play on 3rd and 8 for Concordia. Had to use the timeout to stop the clock. Now you get a chance to draw something up. There's that 14 at the tight end position. We saw the first score. He's not doing too much. They're going to reverse. It's a fumble. This is the play Wamego needs to get a chance. Oh my goodness. Wamego gets the turnover that they needed to stop Concordia from putting points up on the board. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure what was going on. I think they were trying to do a couple of reverses on offense. The ball got fumbled around, and Wamego comes away with it with 12.8 seconds here in the 4th. Now, as fantastic as that is, you're looking at the ball here spotted at the 14-yard line. Wamego at the 14. Are they going to try to take a shot here to avoid overtime? It looks like they might. 1st and 10. Raider ball. And you can believe that the Panthers will be playing deep. Instead, Wamego makes the safe play to take the knee, run it out, and they'll take it to overtime. So we are going to go to overtime. Wamego and Concordia tied 14-14 at the end of regulation. Well, it looks like we've got 3 minutes here before we get to overtime. I might need a refresher on the rules of overtime. Brett, do you know how high school overtime works? Do you know how overtime works?
I believe it's like college. It was when we were in high school. It was like go from the 20, other team gets a turn from the 20, and after a few times you have to go for 2. But if it's still that way.
Well, we'll see what happens here.
I think each team gets a chance from like the 20.
Okay. That's what I was just trying to ask about. We're all trying to figure it out.
I know there's no clock now. You just start on the 25, I think.
Okay.
Each team gets a chance.
It'll be like college. Okay.
It's like college.
Sounds like college overtime, which college overtime is score and stop the other team. So we'll see where they come out onto the field here. They should come out here to midfield to decide who gets the ball first. So we'll see the captains come out. Captains tonight, by the way, were Ethan Hawley, Hayden Oviatt, James DeRushi, and Coiler Brummett. Looks like they'll bring out the captains from both teams to decide who will get possession here. And my goodness, I just was mentioning earlier, the last time these two got together, it was like 5 or 6 or 7 time overtime playing basketball. Now here we are in football going into overtime with Concordia. It's a tradition, I guess, now. Looks like we've got 40 seconds. So both teams' captains coming to midfield now to decide if they want to start offense or defense. I think both teams will get a chance here. I think you get it at the 25 is the word going around. And I think after a certain point, you might have to start going for 2. giving teams, scoring. We'll just kind of roll with it. I should have refreshed.
I don't think the timeouts carry over. Hold on, I just have a hand. I think we gotta zero those out, put them at one each. And if it's wrong, the ref will tell. We'll do that, see what happens.
So it sounds like Wamego will start out with the ball. And they should come down over here. Let's see if they spot him at the 25. Maybe. They're going past the 25. They might. They're putting the ball at the 10-yard line. Looks like, the defense is out. Excuse me.
You play defense first, you know what you have to do afterwards.
Right. Both teams will get a shot here, so this way Wamego can try to shut them down on defense going into the next possession, knowing if it's a win or not. So the Panthers get a chance here at the 10. 4 plays, 10 yards. Raiders need to stop to try to secure the win on offense in overtime. Panthers line up with 2 receivers left. The back will take it up the inside, and he's able to get 5 yards. I don't know. Second and 5 now. They're not worried about time too much, just his plays. So here's 2nd and 5 for Concordia. Looking to pass over the middle. Broken up. Great defensive effort there. That looks like Lane Jenneret, senior defensive back, if I'm reading it correctly. I thought they were going to catch that ball, and that's a great effort on defense coming in and knocking it free to force the stop. Now 3rd and 5 coming up, but an injured Wamego player down over on the field. Looked like I saw him get down, maybe could be cramping. He's moving his head, which is good. He's getting helped up there. It's number 68, Gage Woodward, who's going to walk off the field here kind of limping. And that's a big man right there. Gage Woodward, junior defensive tackle, listed 265. That's a big man. That hurts to have that guy come off right now with such experience and size. Happy that he's able to, get off and everything. But here's the defensive look for Wamego on 3rd and 5. Panthers stopped short. Final effort blown in, it looked like, by the Wamego linebackers. I want to say Jake Meyer coming in to get that final blow, who may be the substitute, actually, for Gage Woodward. So here's 4th and 3. Wamego would love to get the stop here and try to finish the game on offense. 4th and 3, Panther ball. Looking to run it inside, and touchdown, Concordia. Inside run to the right, had a good gap. Followed it through and just head down. That's a good play from Concordia. And they're able to get to the end zone. Here's another Raider down on the field. Can't quite see who it is now, but looks like he might be in a good amount of pain here, kind of moving around. That's difficult. Concordia, I'm interested to see if they go for 2 here or not, because they have the 6-point lead now. They may want to go for 2 to try to force Wamego's hand even further. The injured player, by the way, able to get up, Colton Beckman, who we saw make that crucial sack earlier to help Wamego get the ball back into the offensive possession. They're going to go for 2. Panthers looking to run it, and they do get the 2-point conversion. So the Panthers on the opening overtime possession get the 8-point edge on Wamego. What that means now is Wamego will get the same chance, 10 yards in, and they'll have to get a touchdown and the 2-point to try to go to the second overtime. So the best Wamego can do right now is to try to tie it up. But to do that, they'll have to get the touchdown from 10 out and to get the 2 points. And it looks like they'll keep them here on the left side of the field as well. So here's Wamego's chance on offense. Ovia takes the snap, keeps the ball, gets out of a defender, now running, and somehow makes a play out of the situation. Faked the handoff, was met with a defender, spun out of him, gets around to the outside. It'll be 2nd and 7 maybe. Looks like Ledger Rowden getting the play to the huddle from Coach Moody. Raiders will come out in a similar formation here. That's Rowden on the left side by the 10. There's Fillmore going right towards the open field. Looking to roll out right. Trying to throw. He's got a man open in the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. Chase caught him. 2nd of the night. Gets the score Wamego needed and sets the Raiders up for the 2-point conversion. And they got to get this to try to get to overtime. Wamego needs 2 here. They'll take a timeout to draw up the play. 22-20 here in overtime, needing the 2-point conversion. Gonna talk about it in the timeout. Whew. This is a fun one. It's close. Wamego, who's trailed this whole time, if not been even, looking to try to take things into double overtime here with the 2-point conversion and try to close this out. They'll get a chance here to talk about it. But it all comes down to this. So here you have it, game's on the line. Raiders need the 2-point conversion. They'll spot the ball there at the 3. 3 yards to keep the game alive. And now Concordia will take a timeout. They'll get a look at the Wamego offense. Now they'll see how they're coming out. They'll draw up their defense based on what they saw maybe. Think things over, might as well. This is the game on the line here. Panthers trying to stop them. If they stop, they'll get the win and start the season 1-0. If not, then we'll go into double overtime, which is what Wamego is trying to do here. Wamego's been running the ball pretty good all night. They like to go to the run game, certainly. To be honest, I would try maybe play action. Well, right now there's no defender on the outside receiver, but you see the teams getting set up here. Here's what they've got on the 2-point conversion. Here's what we'll see. Game on the line. Gotta have it. Oviatt rolls out. Left side's gonna take off, and he's got it. Oviatt runs it in for the 2-point conversion. Raiders will send it to double overtime. And a good play from Wamego. Oviatt trusting his legs, using his blockers, using his vision, using that speed. Able to roll out outside of the pocket and just takes off. That's big. So now we'll move down over to the right side and start over. I'm curious if Concordia or Wamego will go first here, if that changes at all. I would assume the Panthers offense will come out here in response to begin second overtime.
I think we go first now, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it switches or not. What a fun game, though, for the home opener. And even better now, to switch down here in front of the student section. You can, well, you can't see them on the camera, but yeah, we'll take a look at them. You can see the students over there all filled out underneath the end zone there. That's nice. I think that'll make this even better going into things. It looks like Wamego is going to get offense first. As we begin second overtime, Raiders have it at the 10-yard line. Some motion coming across. Instead, it's a handoff up the middle and an easy touchdown. Fillmore has the student section going crazy. Raiders get the touchdown. That'll make it 28-22, and we'll see if they want to go for two after the score. I don't necessarily think they have to yet, but I think that they probably will try to be aggressive in that fashion. So here's the offense. They will be going for two. Big 2-point conversion here. They've already got the score, but the 2 points Hand off to the left side. And unable to get there. It's Cottom, who's caught outside behind the end zone. It'll be no good. So see, now I'm curious if Concordia scores, if they're able to kick the extra point, because if so, a touchdown and the extra point would win it. First, they'd have to score, of course, but I'm just not sure if they have to go for 2 yet or not. I like the aggression from Wamego, trying to stay in control, trying to trust your offense. I like the call there. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't go the way they hoped things would go. And now they're going to have to rely on their defense to get the stop here and end the game here. Panthers going to let the quarterback run it. Picks up a decent gain, gets 4 there. 6 yards to go. Got to stop him from the 6-yard line. Raiders bringing a couple extra guys. Handoff around the left side, and the Panthers are able to get the touchdown. And so now it comes down to this, if they can kick the extra point or not. 28's up on the board. If they can kick it, then I would assume they just would, which would be the game. And the Panthers will take a timeout, but they may very well bring the kicking team out to try to finish this game here in double overtime. If I'm Wamego, I'm grabbing 2 of the fastest guys on the team and putting them on the outside of the line, and I'm saying sprint around the edge and dive and block this kick. Or you're putting somebody up the middle and say run through and somebody get over here and block this kick, if that's what Concordia comes out to do, which if they have the option to, I'm sure is what they would like to do. Looks like they're going to line up in that way. If they get the extra point, they've got the game. Raiders going to do their best to try to interfere. And Wamego will go ahead and call the timeout prior to the kick, trying to ice him, put a little pressure on him, let him think about it for a minute. Ooh, that's a lot. That's some pressure there for you. I would be feeling pretty nervous, to be honest, if I was the kicker. This is the game right here. If he gets the extra point, they've got it. Or, to be honest, I would not be completely surprised if Concordia tried to do fake extra point, to be honest. I keep an eye on who they put out on the holder. I definitely would go for the kick unless you're super not very confident, but you know, now you could very easily look, they got the holder. Is that not their quarterback, Cal Green, the QB, number 11, holding it? You might have a guy on the outside roll out. No, they're going to kick it. It's no good. Looks like he didn't get the snap, the hold down, and it's no good. We'll go to triple overtime, tied at 28. We might start getting some rain as well. I just got a rain alert. Expect some rain in about 20 minutes. We might still be playing overtime when that happens. Hopefully we get out of here before it starts raining on us, though. I don't think too many people probably brought jackets. It was pretty warm today. So triple overtime. What is it about Concordia where they want to go into overtime with us? Makes it fun, huh? Got to keep it entertaining. So now we'll come back over here to the left side of the field. Raiders will start out on defense, I'm assuming. And I think now we may be to the point where you have to go for two. I think that could be the case now. I think before we had the option to, but now I think it's required. So here comes the defense. In the sidelines, trying to get everybody involved, as they should. Student sections, love to see it, coming across the field, getting to the other side. Here's the play on first down. Run up the middle. Panthers drive to the end zone. Take it up in one play, 10 yards, and get the score. The student section is coming over. And now they're going to go quick. Concordia looking to go for two. Fumble. They don't get the 2 point. So just a 6-point difference. Raiders with the chance. And they've got the student section there cheering them on. Love to see it. Okay, so here's Wamego with the chance. Need the score and need something extra. Motion, going to the right, caught him, no, handoff up the middle. They'll give it to Fillmore, who's got it inside the 5. They'll spot him down at the 2-yard line. Some trickery going on there for Wamego. They'll take the open lane with Fillmore. They'll have 2nd and 2 here. Second and 3, excuse me. Spotted at the 3-yard line. Similar formation. Panthers with a lot of guys on the line defensively. Expect some pressure here. Motion again. This time Oviatt keeps it and goes left. Gets his feet planted and goes to the end zone. So now let's see. Can we kick the extra point to win it? That's all we need. 34s. Looks like we can. Noah Fike looking for the extra point. Caught him, I believe, there. Excuse me, Donahue wearing the 11. Gonna place it. Panthers looks like they're gonna call a timeout, but how about this performance for Wamego? 34-34 in triple overtime. They've been working from behind this entire game from the very start. And now here, after 3 overtimes, looking to seal the game away with the extra point from Noah Fike. There's a lot of excited faces I'm looking down on. Noah Fike to win the game. No good. It was wide left. Missed extra point, and now we will go into 4 overtimes. Man, that is a killer. So here comes the students running back, get to the other end zone, go back for 4 overtime, and we'll start back over. 34-34. Concordia, man. What are y'all doing getting us into these overtimes?
I remember an overtime game in the Rovers football at Concordia, and we went back and forth up and down the stand.
I will say it is kind of funny to watch the student section run back over there again, though. Well, we'll begin it again, and they'll get the offense out there.
So we should be on
Man, so both teams unable to get the kicks that they needed to try to put this game away. Brings us to 4th overtime, and the Raiders will get the ball on offense first. It might start raining. We might be here. All righty, 34-34, baby. 4th overtime, 10 yards. Oviatt brings motion to the right side. They'll hand it off up the middle. Fillmore keeping his feet going, trying to get a yard. They might give it to him off the spot, but it'll be 2nd and long. Raiders have been running that play a little bit here in overtime. Panthers were ready for it that time. They'll keep 2nd and 10 up on the board. Rowden delivers the play. They'll break the huddle and go a little more towards the left side of the field. A couple receivers left. A couple guys off the line on the right. Fillmore motions that direction. Now the sweep. Oviatt rolls out to the right side. Gets a block from Fillmore, throws to the end zone, incomplete. Was trying to get the pass to Cotton, it looks like. And we'll have it 3rd and 10 for Wamego. I like the play action. Panthers did a good job on defense. They had a guy coming after Oviatt. He had to make a tough pass. Just not quite where it needed to go. Makes it 3rd and 10. We'll come out with 2 receivers to the right side. Fillmore comes up to the left. Oviatt 3rd and goal, and a timeout before the snap. Called by the home team, it sounds like. They'll take a timeout on 3rd and 10. Gonna try to think this one through. You've got 3rd and 4th down to try to get to the end zone. Gotta have it. Gotta try to get some points through here. Otherwise, you'll have to hope that your defense can keep Concordia off the board too.
They gotta drive home tonight. Yeah.
So here we are from the timeout. 3rd and goal at the 10. Oviatt keeps it. Up the middle. Gets maybe 5 yards there. So cuts what you have in half. That's at least what you can ask for. Now they're going to have 4th and 5, 4th and 6, looks like, to try to get some offensive cushion. It's 4th and 6. Here you go now. Trips right in this look on 4th and 6 for Wamego. Oviatt looking to pass. In the pocket, over the middle. Caught! Touchdown! Colin Donahue for the Raider touchdown. So now 40-34. Wamego strikes on 4th and goal. Raiders at the 3, going for 2. Looking for the 8-point lead. Oviatt out to the right side. And nothing to work with there. That'll stop the possession with just the 6-point lead. Raiders go up 40-34 and now are going to have to rely on their defense to try to keep these guys from out of the end zone. You get a stop, you win. You get a score with no 2-point. You go to 5th overtime. You get a score and something else, and Concordia takes it. So they've got a chance here. I'm not sure if, I know it. I think at some point they're required to do 2 points. So I'm not sure how much liberty Concordia has looking to go after a score. Here's the first down. They're going to try to run it to the outside. It's met very well defensively, although well played, staying up. But looked like Garrett Burgess able to help bring that running back down. It'll be 2nd and 10 or 11 maybe even. Raiders looking for the defensive stop, trying to get the win. Panthers are pushed on the right dash line. Looking to pass. Quarterback's going to take off and gets close to the 5. They're going to spot him at the 6. It'll be 3rd and goal here at the 6-yard line. Oof, that was dangerous. I thought he was going to have some room to run there. That's a good job on the defense, closing up to the quarterback and bringing him down to force the 3rd down. Panthers still at this right hash line. They've got 2 receivers on the left side, maybe trying to stretch the defense out. They're going to look to pass. They've got the slant over the middle, incomplete. Broken up by the Raider defense. Now 4th and 6 with the game on the line. If the defense can hold them, it's celebration time. And the fans are chipping in, making some noise. We'll get a timeout first. And then it's a matter of the game. Man, you couldn't have asked for a more exciting game for the home opener here. 4 overtimes. Come on. You love games like these. for both teams, you know. Love them more when you win. So hopefully we see this game get closed out right here with the defense holding them. 6 yards. You can give up 5, but don't give them that 6. Come on. Here you go. At the 6, 4th and goal. Panthers trying to stay alive. Raiders looking to seal the deal. Handoff inside and through to the end zone. Concordia 40-40. Panthers run it in from 6, right up the middle. Well, now it comes down to this. If they can go for the extra point, they might try to do that again. Didn't work out the last time. If not, they'll have to try to go for 2. But it looks like they can kick. Looking for the win. Concordia gets it done, 41-40. Heartbreaker for Wamego in week 1 to Concordia. That is a tough loss right there. Panthers take the game away from Wamego, 41-40 in 4 overtimes. That's one that's going to hurt, but you know, that's the season opener, you know. That's maybe a good thing in disguise. You get this feeling out of the way, and you come back next week against Marysville. You come back the following week and go, you know, even harder. And remember this feeling right here to take you into the season. Could be a blessing in disguise for this Wamego team. I'm excited to see how the rest of the season develops, and I hope that they take this as a learning experience. We'll go ahead and wrap everything up. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. We'll see you next week here, I believe, against Marysville. This has been the WTC broadcast. Brett Bergstrom, kind enough to film the action for us tonight. I'm Aaron Davidson, and I'll see you next week for Marysville. Thanks, everyone, once again for tuning in. Good night, everyone.